nicer ever since we started doing it. See, Ty's giving the thumbs up now, so looking good.
I started dressing.
You started dressing nicer, yeah.
I think I dressed the same.
Yeah.
You actually brought a T-shirt in without a hole in it today, so that's pretty nice.
I don't think there's a stain either.
You guys didn't warn me. I was going to wear my suit and tie.
Yeah.
I've got meetings after this, and I got to get.
So it's a rare
cleaned up.
opportunity for you, the listener out there. Hang on, let me turn the sound off here. Checked it out myself. Rare opportunity for you, the listener/viewer, to see Tyler Wilson in the studio. So you need to get on Twitter at Morning Rush Show and click on the link. Ty's got the logo up there looking real nice right in the middle of the screen. And there he is, old number 8, right there on screen right.
On screen right?
Yeah.
Is that a play call, or what is that? Screen right.
On 2.
On 2.
Screen right on 2.
Screen right on 2.
Yeah. Well, I just thought this technology may have gone over your head.
I just didn't want anyone to confuse whether it was you or John Neighbor sitting in that chair. I thought people...
because we do look alike.
Right. The audience might physically confuse you.
Yep,
you two.
we're
I was trying to clear that up. Head that off at the pass. Which one of you two might be the former quarterback?
I'm pretty sure the
at
only
the university.
Well, here's the deal. He's in the high chair, so it looks like he looks like he's taller.
Yeah, it looks like that was the point, to make me look bigger than what I actually am. So the only similarities me and Tyler have is we're close to the same age. That's about it.
I'm in the I've got strap me into this little bitty. I'm on the little kid side, little kid table.
We'll get you some macaroni and cheese here in a minute.
Yeah. Thanks. Tommy, I thought this would be over your head though, this technology, because you're not a big technology guy.
What do you mean?
Well, just it's when it comes to social media and all that stuff.
I understand all of it. I just don't use all of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now that we're using
I was all over it Saturday during the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw your tweet. A few of your tweets, and when you tweet, it's like an epic occasion too, because it's got to be a fire
that's
tweet.
That's the thing. I'm like Tyler. I save them for a big moment. You tweet so often that it
gets annoying.
I view Twitter and Facebook daily, multiple times daily. I just don't put stuff out there because then when you do, it's like the boy that cried. Well, it just doesn't have the impact.
When the lion roars.
When you save it up and then you come out of the cage with a good one, then the world takes notice. All 300 of my followers.
He's like, you don't want to be like Simba. He wants to be like
Mufasa.
Exactly.
That's out here. Yeah, exactly. I can't even get Tyler to follow me back though. But that's okay because Tyler does social media.
Am I following you on?
No, you're not. And that's what I was kind of wondering, because you send me like the little articles and stuff about the shows and whatnot, and then
I know where to find you if I want to send you something.
I know.
I don't need to follow you.
I know you don't need to see what I have to say. That's the main thing. But anyways, the point is that we have this really cool technology that's going to be awesome that we're going to continue to develop. So be sure to check it all out. Go to our Twitter account.
Don't feel bad. He ain't following me either.
Hey, there were a couple quarterbacks that played this weekend, right?
Yeah, there were a couple of quarterbacks.
Yeah, a couple quarterbacks. I'm just making sure we're still talking sports this morning.
Oh, no, we're talking your Twitter habits.
Oh,
yeah. I think people are more wanting to hear that. Hey, by the way, total QBR right now in college football, Ty Story has the second best in the country. Anything? That do anything for you?
Well, it was.
He's behind Tua over at Alabama. Tua's number one.
Tua was 1, and he was 2. That's good company to be in.
Yep.
Competition's a little bit. The situation was a little bit different, but yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
It shows what he's capable of. Now, that was against an FCS team, but, what do you think, Tyler? That's something. Shows your potential.
Yeah, the whole QBR deal and rating and all of that stuff, it's tricky to me because obviously there's a method, and they've created a formula, an algorithm to make some sense of it. But, I think efficiency is something everybody strives for. I think Ty Story was very efficient. Where else you want me to go with it? I think this offense will consistently put whoever the quarterback is in a position where they can be very efficient and among the top in the country on the QBR, just based on the style of game. So I think you'll see that consistently throughout the year. We'll have whoever plays in this offense, whether it's Ty, Cole, Connor Nolan, will have a pretty efficient rating when it comes to QBR, as opposed to being, somebody else. I know Tua had a really good, opening debut. Did he have the most impressive performance over the weekend?
It'd be hard not to give him the nod. I mean, he performed really well.
And didn't even play the whole game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Didn't have to, though, obviously, with the way they dismantled Louisville. But, I mean, him and Hurts splitting some of the time.
It's going to end badly with Hurts. I just know it is.
There's no way around that, is there?
It's inevitable at this point. There's going to be a very bad divorce.
And then I don't think it was by design with what Nick Saban did after the game, but that ended up inadvertently at least taking a lot of the focus off of that conversation and putting it on Nick Saban for being a jerk with Maria Taylor.
But what was the wording he used specifically that he didn't want to say anything that would devalue the other guy or be
essentially
what was the wording?
It
was really interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to pull that back up from yesterday. So, remember how to find it, Tommy?
I'll get it here.
Something about like take away from the other guy. It was interesting the way he worded it because it almost seemed like he had loyalty to Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, everybody knows that Tua needs to be the guy.
Yeah,
and everybody wants Tua to be the guy. But he's continued to talk about this. We can play both of them. We can use both of them. Our offense is better when we have two quarterbacks that are available. And I think he knows that Jalen Hurts probably inside the red zone is a better opportunity for them to score points. Tua's a thrower. You don't want to run him in certain situations to keep him healthy. And so, red zone opportunity, almost like the Chris Lee Tebow did.
Yep.
You add some threat for a quarterback to be a run inside the red zone, and he can still throw it well enough that you can run your full offense.
But do you blame Jalen Hurts if he ends up transferring, though? Like, even if they try to do something like that, or if he wants out, do you blame him for wanting out of that situation?
When?
Well, just if he decides to transfer. If he decides to leave Alabama because he wants to be the guy, do you blame him for doing that?
I guess, again, when would he leave Alabama? After this year?
So you'd hope to.
He loses another year of eligibility.
Would he use would he lose a year if he transferred in the middle of the year, though?
Well,
I mean, I don't know
if he stays
the NCAA
under that
rules.
4 game.
Yeah, that's true. They could redshirt him, so I don't know. It's just a sticky situation with what they're going on because I understand Nick Saban's stance on it.
I guess that's the other positive, and we hadn't talked about this, Tommy. If you're Jalen Hurts right now, you've got 4 games to evaluate whether you're going to be the guy or not be the guy, and if you stay under that per game limit, you can transfer without potentially getting a year docked from your.
Use your redshirt.
Use your redshirt year. Yeah,
good point.
So maybe one of those wait and sees after 4 games and seeing how it plays out for them too. But yeah, Nick Saban obviously he was the one that got the attention from the way he acted after the game in the post game interview with Maria Taylor, and it's almost like I don't think that he was upset with Maria. I think he was just using that question to convey his own message. I don't think it had anything to do with how she asked it or who was asking it or anything. It was just, I know that this question's going to come up dealing with a quarterback, and so no matter what it is, I have a message I want to portray to the world, and I'm going to use this time to do so. That's how I took it. I didn't take it as just what Maria said or how she acted or who it was.
We brought this up yesterday, and I think he pretty well confirmed it in his press conference yesterday. He was PO'd about the way his team played down the stretch, even though they won big, even though the game wasn't in doubt. Saban was looking for what he was going to go in and deliver a stern message to his team to bring them back down to earth. Saban is not the kind of coach that goes in and pats the team on the back very often, even after a big win. And he was mad about the penalties, and he was mad about sloppy play down the stretch. And you're a coach, and now you got to stop, and you've got to have this interview on the field, and you've got to talk to the world. But in his mind, the wheels are cranking, the wheels are turning, because you've got 100 guys in that locker room. You got to go in and address, and the message isn't going to be pretty, even though you won the game by 50. Still ain't going to be pretty because he was mad about those. You could see his sideline demeanor. He was upset with the way they played sloppy down the stretch. And I think the mind was on that. And then, he confirmed not necessarily that's where his mind was at. He apologized, took responsibility for his own actions and his own statements. And I found it interesting yesterday when he said, we apologize for that. I don't know who we is. We didn't say anything. You said it. but he did step up and had a conversation with Maria Taylor, owned it, apologized for it. But I think when you have these conversations on national TV just moments after the game, for a guy like him, it's difficult. That's why they have a cooling down period a lot of times. But that's not the way TV works when you're paying millions and millions and millions of dollars to do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm wrong for thinking I didn't see a problem with it. I thought it was just that's just who he is.
Again, would the media and the world have reacted differently if that had been Tom Rinaldi or Tom Luganville?
I think so. I do.
You think it would have been the same reaction?
No, I think the reaction. I think people would have been upset, but I don't think it would have been to the extent that they were upset.
I think it's the one word. Why do you keep asking those questions? Yeah. If he would have just used one different word there, maybe why does the media, why do y'all, why
does everybody?
If it had been more plural.
Yeah.
But it was so directed at her.
That it caused the problem. Because the question was certainly fair. Mm-hmm. The question wasn't set up in a way that he was asked to single out, hey, one guy's a prince and one guy's a pauper. He wasn't asked to vilify, as he said, one of these quarterbacks. But I think what he was trying to do, or what he ultimately ended up doing, was basically he put that question off limits to the rest of the media. Mm-hmm. And that's really what he wanted to do. Yeah.
And he wanted to make a statement to those two guys.
And have the people watched Nick Saban in his press conferences? Have they not seen the amount of times that he has just ripped into media and ripped into questions and just been upset? That's just kind of his personality, and he has a message he wants to convey. But I think it was a way overblown thing. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but still got a quarterback situation over there in Alabama. I still think it's going to be.
I don't think you do, because I think ultimately you got one guy that can run and throw, and you got one guy that can run.
Mm-hmm.
End of debate, right?
So why is Jalen? But if you have a guy that can do both, why even have Jalen Hurts on the team to?
Because why would you not want to have Jalen Hurts as your number 2 quarterback?
Your backup.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy that led this team to the national title last year and to halftime of the championship game.
Here's what you're doing. I think if you're Nick Saban, you're trying to get it past Game 4 and keep him happy past Game 4, and then beyond that, there's no real incentive for him. He's going to finish the year because he's already burned his red shirt, and so you get him past Game 4, and then you give Tua the job the rest of the year, and he's your backup.
Kind of holding him. Doesn't it seem like it's kind of holding him hostage though?
It is.
Bit? Yeah.
But I mean,
find me for Jalen Hurts, find me a better situation that he can go to.
I don't know what his options are. He'll go to Lane Kiffin and FAU.
He's got a chance.
Like everybody else.
Well, but as far as winning another title, having another ring, that's pretty good setup.
Well, again, there's nothing that's going to happen in the next 6 months that's going to give him an opportunity to play anywhere else. So, why don't you just go ahead and finish? Unless you're not going to burn your red shirt and leave and save a year, why not finish the year and get another ring?
Yeah. Be an interesting storyline. Certainly one of the main storylines in the SEC that we are all following. Hey, Workman's Travel Center, there for all your game day needs. T-shirts, sunglasses, bumper stickers, car magnets, face paint, anything you might have forgotten for your tailgate or anything you need on game days, they are there for you. The Ozark Mountain Grill, barbecue and sliced brisket sandwiches on game day, and they'll have a game day special each and every game day at Workman's Travel Center. Easy to find, I-49, exit 24 in Rudy, and they're open 24 hours a day. That's exit 24 off I-49 in Rudy, the last stop headed north before you get to Greenland and Fayetteville, and if you need gas or need anything, it's kind of your last oasis before you head north. Exit 24 in Rudy, that's Workman's Travel Center, or stop by any of the 3 locations in Rudy, Ozark, and in Lowell.
Honest Razorback talk that never yields. This is The Morning Rush.
Nothing says summer fun like splashing around in the backyard with your friends and family in your new pool from Burton Pools and Spas. And nothing is more relaxing than sitting in the comforting, swirling waters of a new spa. When it comes to pools and spas, there's only one name you need to know: Burton Pools and Spas. This summer, get your feet wet without getting in over your head at Burton Pools and Spas, 6121 South Zero, Fort Smith.
Football season is here, and at Crabtree RV in Alma, that means model year-end closeout time. The 2019s have arrived, and the remaining 18s must go. Save up to $10,000 off the original list price on new travel trailers and fifth wheels, and with payments as low as $138, zero down, and dozens under $199 a month. You won't have to break your budget to tailgate with your favorite team or just enjoy the great outdoors. Model year-end closeout time only at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true. See dealer for details.
This is the Morning Rush.
Guys, are you tired of all the hassles with your CPAP machine? Putting on the mask every night, cleaning or replacing hoses and filters? Tired of taking it on trips and wondering where you're going to plug it in? And don't forget the distilled water. You need a solution. River Valley Sleep Solutions. Replace your CPAP with an innovative custom-fitted mouthguard. Medical insurance is accepted, and financing options are available. Find out more at rivervalleysleep.com. That's rivervalleysleep.com.
If you have experience transporting frozen and refrigerated goods and want to be part of a trucking family with insurance and be home every week, you need to contact Brent Higgins Trucking. Since 1997, Brent Higgins Trucking in Mulberry has been proudly delivering to and from various areas of the United States, including but not limited to Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Brent Higgins Trucking, where you're a name, not a number. Call them at 479-997-2366 or log on to BrentHigginsTrucking.com.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Inmar Drive in Little Rock, one block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I came to Arvest to start my first credit card.
I already had a checking and savings account, and I was able to go ahead and add the credit card, and it made everything very seamless.
My Arvest credit card, I call it my gas card.
You don't have to understand banking. You can go in and they can walk you through the process and explain the difference between a debit card and a credit card and all that.
I think out of all the reward programs that a credit card could offer, it's very tailored to your lifestyle.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Clint Sterner here on behalf of Orr Nissan in Fort Smith. I know you've heard our slogan, get more with Orr, but let me tell you what that means to me. It means the absolute best sales and service teams around. It means the largest selection of new and quality pre-owned vehicles in the River Valley. And it also means that you're getting the biggest discounts on your next Nissan from Orr. So with that I ask, what are you waiting for? Get more with Orr. Stop in at Orr Nissan Fort Smith today or shop online 24/7 at orrnissanfs.com.
At Hardee's, slider time is all the time, starting with huge flavor. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage. Fluffy eggs and melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Get 2 for $2.99 all morning. Then keep the day going with our char-broiled beef sliders, layered with melty cheese on a toasted bun. That's big burger flavor, starting at just $1.25. We ain't on Pacific time. This is slider time. All day, every day. Bring your hunger to Hardee's. Available now for a limited time at participating restaurants. Tax not included.
Harsh weather doesn't have to hinder your drive. Go strong in any season without sacrificing performance with exceptional handling and grip from Michelin tires. Between August 22nd and September 20th, 2018, get a $70 reward card after submission with purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires.
For big savings on Michelin and best-in-class service, it's Southern Tire Mart, 9700 Highway 271 South, Fort Smith.
See michelinman.com/promo for details. Offer expires 9/2018, void where prohibited.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging, the Xerox authorized agency and dealer in the River Valley. The 29 new models of Xerox business printers and copiers represent a quantum leap forward in office technology. They are designed for the way we work today, safely and securely. They're powered by Xerox Connect Key technology. They're innovative and affordable with both black and white and color devices available. For more information, give Dixie Digital a call at 783-6600 or visit us at dixiedigital.com. Dixie Digital Imaging, bringing Xerox document innovations to the River Valley.
ESPN 95.3. Spitting the most fire takes you'll ever hear all morning long. This is the Morning Rush.
Well, it is that time of the morning where it's, Tommy wants me to do a read for Sassy's, and it's going to be tough on me because of how hungry I'm going to get by reading this. and talking about Sassy's, which they have 2 locations in Fayetteville. And I tell you what, folks, it's fantastic stuff. I go there and I get the barbecue nachos. Went over there over the weekend, actually. Got the barbecue nachos. They were absolutely fantastic, just as good as I've ever had. And I decided to do an appetizer too, Tommy, which I don't know if it was a good idea or bad, but still tried to do I did the fried pickles in addition to that.
Oh.
So it was an awesome meal.
That is something we can always agree on, is the fried pickles, no matter where we go.
Yeah, that's the one thing me and Tommy always if they got fried pickles, we're ordering them. And they have some great ones over at Sassy, so be sure to stop by there. They also have for you lighter option folk. They got some great salads as well. Check out their smoked turkey too. I'm going to try that eventually. I haven't been able to try their smoked turkey, but I heard great things about it. So no matter your needs, go ahead and check out Sassy's. 2 locations in Fayetteville, off of Weddington and off of College. So, and Tommy, I saw you got the grill out this weekend, and you grilled some stuff. Thanks for the invite.
Well, you weren't invited. Ty was invited and no-showed me.
Wow.
No-showed me.
Wow.
But got a new member of the craft grilling fleet. Made him fire this weekend. Added a green egg to the fleet. So that was a big weekend. Yeah.
Why are you assuming the gender of your grill, Tommy?
Yeah, made her maiden fire.
They're all that way.
Oh. That's how they were made, huh?
We're up to, I counted them up. This is sad. We're up to 7 cooking / grilling, smoking devices on the back patio.
You're an addict.
I got a problem. Let's thin the herd a little bit.
It's like anybody that ever plays guitar, just walk into their house. They don't have one guitar.
No.
They've got 30 of them.
Why do you need 30 guitars?
And you know what? They only play one. They only play one guitar.
But all of them do something a little bit different.
I guess.
Each smoker does. Each grill does. As a little bit different skill.
Yeah. And if you're going to be in there doing it the way that Tommy Kraft does it, you got to do
one's for charcoal, one's for smoking, one's for just a quick hot dog.
The golfers the same way. They've got like hundreds of clubs just balls laying everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's something that, of course, again, I didn't get the invite to this, so maybe next time when Tommy's feeling nice and froggy, he'll invite me over there. So more of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us.
The 2018 Toyota Camry has all sorts of features to keep you comfortable and connected, like a remote connect app, so you can unlock or start your car at your own convenience.
Nice.
Or a panoramic sunroof to make your joyrides a little bit more, well, joyful.
Oh.
Not to mention a JBL audio system.
Ooh, that's my jam.
So you can dance like no one's watching.
First time you see it. Ooh, ooh. Woo.
Be warned, the 2018 Toyota Camry also has windows, and people are totally watching.
My bad.
Be yourself in the 2018 Toyota Camry. Visit your local Toyota dealer for a great deal on a new 2018 Toyota Camry. With tech and styling to keep you comfortable and connected, the Camry is the perfect vehicle to help you get the most out of your me time. Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
Football season is here, and at Crabtree RV in Alma, that means model year-end closeout time. The 2019s have arrived, and the remaining 18s must go. Save up to $10,000 off the original list price on new travel trailers and fifth wheels, and with payments as low as $138, zero down, and dozens under $199 a month. You won't have to break your budget to tailgate with your favorite team or just enjoy the great outdoors. Model year-end closeout time only at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true. See dealer for details.
Enjoy the scenic beauty and natural wonders of the Ozark Mountain region while you stay at the Little Switzerland Cabins, 2.5 miles north of Jasper on Scenic Highway 7. Whether you plan to visit with a group, your family, or by yourself, Butch Atkinson, your host at Little Switzerland Cabins, can furnish you with maps of the region and help you arrange day trips to nearby attractions that will strike your fancy. Little Switzerland Cabins is family owned and operated, and you can call for reservations at 870-446-2810.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Changing jobs? What do you do with the money in your 401k? Should you leave it where it is, take it with you, roll it over into an IRA, or into your new employer's retirement plan? It is essential to consider the continued tax deferral of these retirement funds and to avoid current taxes and penalties that can eat into the amount of money you've saved. Contact Brad Lewis at United Financial Advisors to learn more about your options. That's 242-7466 or our website at ufadvisors.net.
Securities and advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, member FINRA SIPC. United Financial Advisors is a marketing destination.
Get 14% off MSRP on GMC Sierra trucks during the end of summer sale at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. GMC Sierra Crew Cab trucks, loaded up with tons of options and plenty of power. 14% off MSRP. That's 12 grand off. Or GMC Yukon and Yukon XL Denali's. Now 10 grand off MSRP during the end of summer sale at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
ESPN 95.3. Razorback videos, articles, and podcasts. Find them all at hitthatline.com. This is The Morning Rush.
We're going to get to your phone calls here in just a second. First, though, at Champ Hinton, they love to see their customers happy. 80% of their buyers are repeat customers, and they have one simple goal: to put you in a vehicle that you love and that you can afford. Check out their nearly 5 acres of inventory by taking the Arcoma exit off I-540 and experience the difference at Champ Hinton Enterprises. Let's go with the phone lines as Larry in Barling's been patiently waiting. What's going on, Larry?
Oh, yes. Good morning, guys. I really love the college football weekend. I was going to ask about Coach Morris. Does he have, from his previous seasons at other programs, does he have any kind of wildcat formations? And I would think if he did, if he had like Cole Kelly in there as like a running back just to throw the defense off, maybe, because Cole's pretty tall, so maybe it might be like in the red zone or something like that. I'm just going to hang up and this. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Larry. And as far as the Wildcat formation, I'm sure he's got the ability to call in a Wildcat formation. Yeah. I'm sure he could if he wanted to.
You look back at his time at Deshaun Watson, which is a very mobile guy, and especially inside the red zone and certain things, very similar to what we're talking about with Jalen Hurts. You got Tua that throws it, and he can run and provide some spark there, but he also, he's got Jalen Hurts, which in the red zone, you don't want to jeopardize that guy. And so, you can do some things, I think, very specific with this offense to throw, an athlete back there to take a direct snap if you're wanting to try to get a spark in the run game. I think that could definitely be a possibility. You've seen Gus Malzahn do that. You look back at who was Marshall?
Nick Marshall,
Marshall, which was he a cornerback originally that just finds his way to the quarterback position, and all of a sudden, he becomes an all-conference player in, a year. So I think the same opportunity exists with Chad Morris. I think he would want to stay the more traditional route, I think, early on, especially with what Ty did this weekend. Why would you really want to, I think, mix that up? Ty obviously played really well.
I don't know why either. I understand that the Wildcat formation can sometimes maybe be nostalgic for so many people because they saw back to what McFadden and Jones and all those guys did with it. And you've seen other instances, like you mentioned, with Nick Marshall and all that. But I think it takes a really particular player to be able to master it, at least in the way that you want to do it.
I think you get in the weight room the first day as a coach, and you go, okay, who's my athlete? Who can throw it? Who can run it? Like, who's the jack of all trades? And that's the guy. I don't know if they've got that guy. I think ideally they've got, 4 or 5 quote-unquote kind of pro-style guys in the system that, they've got flexibility to get out and run a little bit. But we don't have one guy in the quarterback room that is a true dual-threat guy. And I think until we get that guy, I think that might be Chad Morris's first objective in this recruiting class, is to go get a guy that can flat out – he brings all capabilities and possibilities to the offense.
Well, I know they got a guy, KJ Jefferson, the quarterback out of Mississippi, that's kind of built that way, dual threat guy that can really kill you with his legs or with his arms. So hopefully he ends up being the guy. But there's just not that special. Now, there's some good quarterbacks, but there's just not that special athlete, talented player on the team right now.
Not yet. Hey, go to Twitter, @MorningRushShow. You can check out our live video broadcast, our Twitter
you're
Periscope.
enamored by this. You
Well, I
love
mean,
it.
just we got to promote it. If we don't tell people,
Are you
how are they
kidding
going to
me?
find it?
Tyler Wilson just retweeted. Of course people are going to know about it. That's all you need.
So
we've doubled our
go there.
viewers.
We've got some comments. We got some questions for Tyler. You can comment there. We'll get to those as part of our Washington Regional Question of the Day on the other side of the break. I want you to also go to hitthatline.com. You'll see a link for Western Sizzlin there, or you can go to westernsizzlinfortsmith.com. We are giving away a stainless steel, very nice tailgating ice chest loaded with great stuff from Western Sizzlin for tailgating. Go online. All you got to do is enter right there online. It's simple and it's easy. Fill out the form, and you're entered into the contest with Western Sizzlin and hitthatline.com. It's online at hitthatline.com or westernsizzlinfortsmith.com.
What's up, everybody? This is John. I'm here with Noel Harvey from Randall Ford. Noel, what's this I hear about free leather and inliner?
Check this out. We've got 0% plus $3,300 customer cash on F-150s plus free leather and a spray-in bed liner. We have a limited supply, so you'd better hurry in today and get some free leather and a spray-in bed liner and 0% interest plus $3,300 in customer cash. Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or online at randallford.com.
Barley is the soul of Budweiser. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tommy Kraft for the Fence Man. Do you own a business that needs more security? Or maybe you just want a better look and more curb appeal? A new fence from the Fence Man can give you both. In business for more than 40 years, the Fence Man can custom install any type of fencing, gates, controlled access, and card readers. Call the Fence Man for a quick, no obligations quote. 479-782-3936. That's 782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Oh, hey. Do you know what goes great with your favorite tunes? Cold beer from Sody's Wine and Spirits. Did you know that at Sody's you can choose from over 600 single bottles of craft beer in their Pick 6 section to make your own 6-pack? And for the freshest beer, be sure to pick up a growler. Order online at mysodys.com and pick up in the drive-thru. Or download the new Sody's app and save 10% on your first order. For the full Sody's experience, go to I-540 in Phoenix and Fort Smith.
ESPN 95.3. Spitting the most fire takes you'll ever hear all morning long. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on this Toyota Tuesday. Be sure to check out Toyota's all-new 2018 vehicles today at your Arkansas Toyota dealer, including the Highlander with plenty of room up to 8 people. Also, the stylish new Corolla, the work-ready family tough Tundra, and the Go Anywhere 4Runner. Toyota, let's go places. Have a lot of comments coming in on our Periscope right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing what can happen. And, we're also going to talk about Ty. Sure, Ty, stand up in front of the Periscope.
First of all, in the break, he stands up in front of the deal, and I'm going, this looks like Brett Favre's draft day photo. Like, what? That's a 19. Where'd you get that thing?
It's my late grandpa's old shirt.
Oh, he hits his believe that. Now we can't.
Wow. I wanted to drop that ball, but yeah.
Please tell us that's not true.
So no, it actually is. I have a lot of my grandpa's stuff. I just like retro looking stuff.
That is definitely a retro.
That's like Hawaiian, Indian
flowers on it,
Aztec.
It's like the whole entire Middle East over there, just mixing together.
We're at 75 now, so I guess the shirt sparked some.
Yeah, that's what did it.
That was it.
You cracked the case. Congratulations.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, we may have a shirt of the day for Ty.
Let's get to some of the comments we got on Periscope this morning. You can go to @MorningRushShow and get a live look inside here at the Morning Rush Studios. It's brought to you by Washington Regional Medical Center. committed to providing stroke care that aligns with the latest research-based treatment guidelines. Studies show patients can recover better when these guidelines are consistently followed. Washington Regional, proud to be recognized by the American Heart Association for achievement in the Get With the Guidelines and Target Stroke Quality programs. Just one more way, Washington Regional is working to improve health care for you and your family. Get the details online at wregional.com.
All right, Ty, so I'm sure there's a few comments that need to be read from this Periscope, and try to keep it as PC as possible if you don't mind.
All right, we can do that. All right, Tyler, if you were the coach, which quarterback would you go with? That's from Jade Law. Bunch of numbers after him.
I think if I'm just
Connor Nolan.
Yeah. Well, I think based on Saturday, I mean, how can you argue with Ty Storey not being the guy and starting the game against Colorado State? I think he's won the opportunity to be the starter this coming week, and I also think, you know, he gives you the best chance. We talked about the run game. How do you increase Arkansas's ability to run the football? We ran, what were the total rushing numbers on Saturday, John? How many yards we rushed for?
80 yards.
80 yards. Okay, so you run for 80 yards. You got to rush for well over 100 in the SEC. I think in any offense, no matter what you're doing, to be successful. So the guy that plays quarterback that gives you the best chance to increase your rushing numbers is Ty Storey, because he adds a threat to pull the ball and run around the end and give you an added element there. Not only that, he also gets the ball out of his hand super quick. You know, I see with Cole Kelly a long release. Yeah, he's got a lot of velocity on the ball, but that's no good a lot of times in that short to intermediate pass game, which is what this offense is predicated around. And so I think with those two things, as you bring it, you know, kind of down to that and simplify it to that, Ty's your guy. And then, you know, you get points. It doesn't matter who you are by getting the ball in the end zone, and Ty was the guy to do that this weekend.
All right, Tyler, next one. Are you the GOAT quarterback of Arkansas football?
That's well, I'm gonna just give this around the room. If John Neighbors is in the room, maybe, but I think if Derek was in the room, I probably no. So we've made some strides since then. So no, I say this: if we only rush the ball for 80 yards a pop for the rest of this year, then every one of my stats will be absolutely crushed. We'll throw 400 yards a pop every game.
Throwing 60 or 70 yard or 60, 70 passes
times a game.
Yeah,
everything's gonna be shovel passes.
Well, bubble screen. Yeah. Bubble screen. That's the thing. It's going to be like Mitch Mustaine at Springdale High. It's going to be bubble screen out to Damien. It's going to Ty Storey out to Devwall Whaley. Ty Storey out to
numbers will look
Cornelius.
great.
Ty Storey out to Jones.
Before too long, we're going to be like our jet sweeps, like out of the shotgun, are going to be just slightly forward passes. So they'll all count as passes.
Yeah,
there'll be
exactly.
no run plays.
Yeah.
What's your go-to fan food?
Go-to fan food. Hot dog, definitely. Hot dog gets a turn in the Snicker bar, no question.
Okay. All right, this is for everyone. What do you guys think about the special teams?
I mean, from what we saw, the punting wasn't very great. It was terrible. It was pretty bad. But, hey, Connor Limpert went out there, made his field goals. I think the kickoff game was fine.
Between the punting of Arkansas and the place kicking of EIU, that was just a bleep show.
Yeah, that was awful. What not to do when it comes to the special teams. I will say this, though, and this is not going out on a limb.
Anybody in the studio could have been a better place kicker than Nick Bruno.
It was bad. Davion Warren will return a kick for a touchdown at some point this year. I mean, you could, when you were watching him get those kickoffs and when he was in, obviously without a fair catch or going to the touchback or anything, he has that game-breaking ability. You saw if he just would have gotten one more block or one more move, he would have been gone. So
hang on, I threw the wrong guy under the bus. Matt Saravino. Whatever you say his last.
Well, you got to get that right, Tommy. Bruno Saravino.
Well, I'm looking at the stat sheet real quick. He was brutal.
He was bad.
Bad.
Speaking of special teams, I know you know this, and I don't know if y'all have talked about it because I've commented in and out this morning. Y'all know Cole Hedlund is 4 for 4 right now for North Texas.
Yeah, how about that?
How ironic.
Arkansas is going to be able to play him this year.
How ironic would it be if he came in and kicked a game-winning field goal next week?
Ironic wouldn't be the word I would probably be using.
No, it would
not on the post-game show.
Oh, man, that would be...
Can you imagine the calls we get if that happened?
I wonder if Jen Bielema would tweet out #karma, something like that. I don't know. It'd be Yeah, that'd be pretty brutal. But yeah, I did see 4-4 for North Texas.
Had a 51-yarder.
How about that? It's amazing.
Sometimes it changes scenery.
That's right. Makes all the difference in the world. So, any other questions or comments?
That's all of them.
Yeah, well, at least the ones we can read.
Limpert got a 35 and a 23. Oh, yeah, but my guy got a 35 and a 23. He was 2 for 2.
Hey, that's improvement, though. He made them. Yeah. I don't know how much more we can get from that one, but he made them. Special teams, besides the punting, though, I thought special teams was fine, though.
Hey, I don't care what anybody else's kickers do. As long as the group wearing red makes it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Or white.
Or white.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Tyler, I want to ask you, what do you think of those uniforms? Did you care one way or the other? I mean, do you think they look all right?
Wouldn't it like it was total like Kentucky in basketball? Is it Kentucky in basketball, or who in basketball wears the home whites? Or is that everybody in basketball?
Everybody in basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Kentucky wears the they go opposite, don't they?
So
I think on occasion they have, but I don't know if it's
rare.
It's a rare.
Well, who's the team that typically?
I was thinking the Cowboys.
The Cowboys,
Okay, that's the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys are the ones that pioneered
LSU too.
LSU, that's LSU.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. People were still freaking out about it after the game. I thought they
looked clean.
Yeah,
I thought they looked
good.
nice. I had no problem with it. I don't know that this should be a tradition or something you want to, do every year or every game, but I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
It looked sleek. It looked fast. I think are you faster? I think you're faster in white. They always say wear white cleats, wear white clothes when you're running, when you're running on film because it makes you look faster. You don't wear black cleats. So if you're playing in white, you look faster. There you go.
I hadn't heard that.
For the fast era of Chad Morris.
Yeah, because when you wear the black cleats, you look slower on film.
Yeah.
And then you get out there and your opponents think you're slower, and then you.
I always thought that's
because Matt Jones wore black cleats in high school. Never forget at Northside, his senior year, they played green when I was broadcasting the game, and I remember him taking strides up the field at Mayo Thompson, and he was like clearing 5 yards. He'd step on the 5 yard like a 5 yard mark, one foot in the middle, and then like the next foot was on the next 5. I mean, that's how long his strides were, and he just on a kick return just moved right up the field. It's like, wow, because that guy was like in the black cleats. He didn't look that fast.
Well,
but boy,
I always thought it was funny. We always talk about who always wore the black cleats though, and it was so good. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush wore the black cleats, but he wore the white laces.
Yeah. No, he did
and
have
they were
a clean
like
look
the
to him.
retro black.
Yeah, it was a clean look to him. We got more.
All right, we got one more. This is from C-Brain Games. How much of an issue is the on-field temperatures for players?
That's why you wear the white. That's why you wear the white.
That's what we were talking about last week. Why are they wearing white? Well, because it's going to be hot. But I thought it was a big issue in the second half when Eastern Illinois was still standing in the sun and Arkansas was in the shade. I mean, that's one reason you have your home sideline on that side of the field and have for years is because you get the benefit of the second half shade when you have a mid-afternoon kickoff like that.
And this is what I've heard. We're going away from the turf next year. Is that right?
This is the last season for the artificial field turf.
The turf gets so hot because it's got those black beads. That it's the ground up rubber that sits in that stuff. So the temperature on turf gets really, really, really hot. I didn't feel that way with grass. I think another reason is obviously these injuries. You've had so many of them. But the whole reason for the turf with Petrino from the get-go is we want to play fast. So kind of an interesting mix-up here is you're still wanting to play fast in this offense, but you're going to grass now.
The television sideline reporter, she had a heat gun and put it on the turf early in the game, and it was 130 to 140 degrees. Now, later in the game, in the shade on the Arkansas sideline, it had cooled off considerably. But being in that shade in the second half, the heat was a big deal because EIU stood in the sun most of the game, and Arkansas at least got a lot of shade in the second half, or latter first half, fall of the second half.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't blame anybody for leaving early from that game.
You were sitting on the east side?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Oof.
Hope you had sunscreen on that.
Wow.
If I got sun on it. So no, it was fun. So we're going to try to do this more with the Periscopes and getting questions in and talking about do a little roundtable discussion as well.
Hey, I want to tell you about the Fence Man. When it comes time for new gates, a new fence, whether it's home or business, you need to call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Large commercial jobs, small residential repairs, they do everything. Whether you need a wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, custom wrought iron fencing, Heck, they'll even do a barbed wire fence if that's what you need with the Fence Man. The Fence Man is the one to call. 479-782-3936. The Fence Man, 782-3936. Financing is available, and if it involves fencing, they do it with the Fence Man. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
But
that's an all-timer. He ain't afraid of no work.
He ain't afraid of no work.
Ain't afraid of no work. Between that and the bare asphalt spot that we had earlier in the show, too. Yeah, with Larry Rath. Man, we're using all the units. Those are great, though. Those are great. So, final segment of the day coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
The voice of Razorback fans across Arkansas. The Morning Rush continues next.
Do you fight midday, middle, and physical fatigue? There are numerous products available to us full of stimulants and sugar that can place you on a fatigue roller coaster. 3-Day Wall Breaker is a revolutionary nutritional drink mix that targets complete mind and body support. It's free of stimulants and sugars. Feel the difference in your energy level while providing mental focus, muscle, and joint support. Avoid daily fatigue and build back life's momentum with 3-Day Wall Breaker, available in an orange-flavored powder mix in either 3-pack or 30-serving jar. Try it today and feel the difference. Available only online at 3daywallbreaker.com.
Hey there, it's Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Berryville and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. It's time to start making some hay, and New Holland hay and forage products are the perfect match for increasing hay production in your operation. Williams Tractor and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas are offering great deals during the Perfect Match sales event, including 0% financing, cashback, and more on select New Holland rakes, mowers, balers, and material handling equipment. Come by Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers, or call 479-442-8284 today.
What's your more? For Mike from Fort Smith, it was a lifelong dream of going to a game at Boston's Fenway Park with his childhood friend. Winning $95,000 from the Natural State Jackpot helped him do just that.
For $1, that's your best odds and your best bang for your buck.
We couldn't have said it better. Congratulations, Mike. The Natural State Jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is played and won in Arkansas. So get your ticket to more today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Football season is here, and at Crabtree RV in Alma, that means model year and closeout time. The 2019s have arrived, and the remaining 18s must go. Save up to $10,000 off the original list price on new travel trailers and fifth wheels, and with payments as low as $138, zero down, and dozens under $199 a month. You won't have to break your budget to tailgate with your favorite team or just enjoy the great outdoors. Model year and closeout time only at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true. See dealer for details.
This is the Morning Rush.
Many contractors, builders, and remodelers already know the value in using Richards paint. Now they send their customers to the paint store in Van Buren to choose their colors in Richard Paint. Hi, I'm Sue. Thanks to those who already know the service we provide, the paint store in Van Buren is ready for your customers too. Call us at 474-4505 or come by 1414 Fayetteville Road in Van Buren for the quality and service you and your customers deserve.
Whether you're going up to the game or coming back home, your one-stop shop for all your game day needs is at Workman's Travel Center, located just off Interstate 49 on Exit 24 in Rudy, and open 24 hours a day. Workman's Travel Center has everything you need for the ultimate game experience, including t-shirts, sunglasses, bumper stickers, car magnets, and much more. Don't forget the Ozark Mountain Grill on game day. Stop in for a barbecue or sliced brisket sandwich, or one of their mouth-watering daily specials. Workman's Travel Center, with 3 locations in Rudy, Ozark, and Lowell.
This is Mark Hurst. It's back to school time for our kids and teachers, and for a lot of our families, including mine, back to school means back to a routine. At Hurst Family Dental Care, we recommend a routine when it comes to your dental cleanings. For a lot of us, routine cleanings are included at no additional charge through our dental insurance, but often we get out of the routine and taking advantage of that benefit. Call our office today at 474-1972 to set up your routine cleaning. Hurst Family Dental Care, a name you know and a name you can trust.
Hey, this is Ted with Ed Walker's Drive-In. For more than 70 years, Ed Walker's has been the place to go for the best French dips and hand-patted hamburgers in town. Blue Plate Specials served Monday through Friday, and we're still the home of Fort Smith's only 5-pound hamburger. We're open 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Call ahead for pickup, 783-3352. Ed Walker's Drive-In, 1500 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, where the legend lives on.
Cornerstone Sales is the River Valley's top destination for all your hauling needs. Cornerstone always makes sure you have the right equipment for any job. Cornerstone, with the largest inventory of trailers in the River Valley. Big Tex, Iron Bull, Cargo Craft, Covered Wagon, and CM. Check out our truck accessories with brands like Fusion, Hostile, and more. Install Northstar truck beds. Quality with the best prices. Don't overpay. See us first. Cornerstone Sales, located on Highway 64 between Alma and Van Buren, across from Peterbilt.
Clint Sterner here for Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. With all of the dealerships claiming to be this and that, why not trust in a family-owned dealership that has been in business for over 90 years? Orr has built their dealerships on excellent sales and service, a huge selection to choose from, and the best prices around. Finding a dealership to call home can be tough, but take it from me. You will never need to shop another dealer again. Do what I did and get more with Orr. Choose Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Chevrolet, find new roads.
ESPN 95.3. Razorback videos, articles, and podcasts. Find them all at hitthatline.com. This is The Morning Rush.
Final segment of the Morning Rush. Tommy likes to torment us by talking about food and what he cooked over the weekend without sending any invites out. So that's fine. You know, no
Ty
big deal.
Richardson was fully invited. You not so much.
What did you do, Ty? Instead, what did you have
I had
on your
a fantasy
agenda?
football
He
draft.
passed up.
You can't. He's got Wi-Fi at his house. You can do it from
I
there.
have to concentrate.
I mean, you know how that makes me feel that I got
concentrate.
You know how that makes me feel that I got moved to the back, not even back burner, off the stove, out of the kitchen for a fantasy football draft.
Sorry, Tom. I got Fortnite I'm playing tonight. I won't be able to be there. So
I mean,
I've been
know
blown
what
off
you guys
by
are talking about. Fortnite.
Yeah.
And fantasy football draft.
Exactly.
Lord of mercy.
You know what I was talking about?
Kids these days.
You know what I was talking about? Ribeye steaks.
Yeah.
Homemade mashed potatoes.
I'm just such an old soul.
We did those little sweet peppers. You put cream cheese in them, put them on the grill.
I would have loved to have been there.
Well, you were at the lake gallivanting around like some big
John,
dog.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I am a gamer.
Like, do you put the headset on and you've got like the people from Africa and you're like, hey, come, hey, here to the left,
Hey, if
to
you
the
want-
left, to the left, hey, fire. I mean,
if you want to
is that
know
you?
anything,
No,
just
I
come
don't-
see the 8-year-old at my house. He can tell you all about it.
I will admit I do the headset, but I'll
To your left, on the ground.
Yep, there's call outs.
Kill.
Yep, to the left. Build. Yeah, we got. See, you're not the only quarterback in this
Almighty.
situation, Tyler. All right, I'm out there making calls and audibles and telling where people are to go. Hey, me and Peter Burns play together. It's fun. I don't play with. I don't know where people from
I
Africa
got
came
3
from,
words
but-
for you.
What's that?
Pathetic.
Hey, I enjoy it. All right, I enjoy it. It's my hobby.
Y'all have fun.
Yeah. So,
I heard my sister gripe all weekend. She was home. She's like, this is just ridiculous. I'm going back home to Little Rock, and my husband's got a fantasy football draft. I'm like, what have you been doing in Fort Smith? Well, I've had a Delta Gamma function. I'm saying, well, he feels the same way about Delta Gamma that you feel about fantasy football. You understand that, right?
yeah.
Hey, we're brought to you by Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers. If you want to sell heavy equipment, trucks, and other assets, Ritchie Brothers has been doing it for 60 years all around the world. They can get you in front of the most buyers and maximize your returns. They can help you take advantage of on-site auctions, online marketplaces with their extensive buyer network. Whether you're selling one item or an entire fleet, Ritchie Brothers can help you. Call David Lee at 479-651-5331 or online at ritchiebros.com.
All right, we may be able to squeeze in a quick call here as well. But, okay, first off, in my gaming thing, in my defense, it's just something I do in my downtime. I don't schedule time out to say, no, I can't do this. I got a game. It's just something when I'm winding down.
You wouldn't have told me, hey, I can't come over for
absolutely not
2-inch thick ribeyes, homemade mashed potatoes.
No.
That's what all the
pool
addicts
party.
say. They say, I just do it in my off time. And then all
Let's
of a sudden,
watch the LSU Miami game.
it creeps into your daily life, your daily
You'd
functions.
have never turned down steaks and the LSU game for Fortnite, would you?
What would I have turned it down for? I would have been
a hot date
on the golf course.
Golf, yeah.
Yeah, there's really only 2 things that catch my attention.
Hot date and golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But hey, again, I'll keep it as a hobby. I'll try to at least.
Sounds like it's becoming a problem.
Let's squeeze in a quick phone call. Jimmy's in Morrilton. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, guys, I'm feeling optimistic this morning. Ty Story, I realize it's early, he looks like a young Tyler Wilson, the way he can throw on the move. And it just looks very fluid, and he's going to have to be able to throw on the move with that offensive line. But I'm optimistic about it. Thanks, guys.
Hey, appreciate it, Jimmy. That's going to be a mighty big, tall task to answer to if he's going to live up to Tyler Wilson.
I totally agree. I think that he, when he was stepping up in the pocket and he moved and he threw the ball on the run several times, this week, I felt very good about maybe his projection and what he can do in this offense. I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if I think you have to have that game that makes an impression on people. And Ty had that. He gave himself confidence, I think, this week and said, hey, this is my show. I can be the guy that a lot of people thought I could be. Now I believe it.
But to really do that, to really make that lasting impression, it might be Auburn, just like it was for you.
That's right.
It might be Auburn. I don't know that Eastern Illinois or even Colorado State or even North Texas is going to be the game people talk about for years to come. And I'm not saying you got to win it. Your team didn't win at Auburn.
You have
that year, that
right.
day.
That's right.
But boy, Ty Story could go down there and play well and keep that team in the game and give them a chance in the fourth quarter, and people will talk about that for years to come.
Yeah.
So, or maybe it's another quarterback that we haven't even seen on the field yet. That perhaps could happen. But Auburn is going to be the opportunity, perhaps, possibly, for one of these quarterbacks to really show out.
Yeah. And if it ends up being Ty Story, not only do we have this season, but then going into next season, you feel even more comfortable because you know you got a QB in the place.
But no one's going to be sitting here 5 years from now saying, man, remember
That
Ty
Eastern
Story,
Illinois.
that Eastern Illinois game?
Yeah.
We're not going to be doing that.
No.
Not the way we did with your Auburn game.
No, you have to have your big epic moment, your
Right.
epic game.
And epic games don't happen against FCS teams.
Well, our point, we paid them $500,000 for that. We paid $500,000
Right.
for that win. We've got another one against North Texas. We're going to be,
probably $1.5
million and a half.
Yeah.
We're going to pay a couple $1 million for wins this year.
Mm-hmm. Wins don't come easy, that's for sure, especially when it comes to the money side of stuff. Appreciate everybody listening in today. For Tommy Kraft and Tyler Wilson and Ty Richardson, I'm John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel tomorrow. It's been a lot of fun. We're also going to be previewing Colorado State throughout the week, so be sure also to go onto our Periscope and follow us so that way you can get notifications of when we go live. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.